I'm Brad, and I've been a tour guide for nearly 10 years. It's been my pleasure to show the best that my country has to offer to the hundreds of guests I've hosted over the years. Now you get to be my guest as I take you on an eco tour of paradise. Morning, guys. Welcome back for another exciting episode of Brad's Bahama Eco Trip. Today we're going to be discussing palms, everything palms. We're going to be showcasing some of the palms that you can find in the Bahamas, naturally, native species, as well as palms that were introduced over time. Now we have three native palms, or palms that we considered native, and of course a native species would be something that's introduced and able to reproduce on its own unassisted, and eventually over time, it separates itself from its origin species and truly acclimates to an environment where it'll eventually become an endemic species. So we're going to just discuss a few of these palms that you can find, you can find around here. Okay guys, what we have over here is the Coco Thrinax argentata, another one of our three native palms, otherwise known as the silver top palm. Okay, silver top palms traditionally grow a little taller than the Caribbean thatch palm, but they're very thin. More of a pronounced trunk, whereas the Caribbean thatch palm has a broader, more shorter trunk. So silver top palms do possess that same ability to resist fire in the fire climax community. So otherwise burnt up environment where this is necessary to rejuvenate the soil with nitrogen, the Coco Thrinax argentata stands out in more ways than one. So it also has the silver powder on the underside of its fronds to protect it, but of course the majority of that powder is coating the heart of palm, where all new growth sprouts from the center of the tree to ensure the safety of the tree in the fire. Okay guys, what we have right here is the iconic Caribbean thatch palm, or Sol Palmetto as it's known in Florida, or the Serenoa ripens. And these you can find all over the pine forest. They're part of the fire climax community, and they can grow about 10 to 12 feet tall. And these were originally used as like roofing way back in the days, and we still use them quite often in heritage events, festivals, and so forth, to mimic the style of building back then. Now these trees, being a part of the fire climax community, do coat their harder palm with a special powder that is fire resistant. So they're able to tolerate the annual fires that the pine forest may receive for continued growth to rejuvenate the soil. Okay guys, what we have right here is a Bismarck palm, otherwise known as the Bismarckia nobilis, and it is native to Madagascar, right? These palms are quite pronounced and distinctive because of the gray that they exhibit. Quite uncommon to the majority of the palms that are usually green or hues of orange to yellow. These ones display like that heavy coat of gray. Now that gray faint powder that you see that they're coated with actually helps to prevent them from being consumed in fire. All right. These trees are also known as dioecious, which means they have separate trees of male and female. All right, right behind me, what we have is the Dipsis luticens, or the areca palm. It's otherwise known as the golden cane palm, or the butterfly, or simply just the areca. Now these are very common ornamental types of palms that you can usually find all throughout areas that are, public domain. But they don't really naturally grow in the Bahamas. They are native to Madagascar. They can be found wild there, of course. and in other places in the Asia, towards the sides of Asia. But here, these are usually just planted in areas near hotels and so forth, where they do make a very beautiful accessory to an otherwise natural environment. All right, guys, this palm is not as popular of a palm that you'll find in the Bahamas, but it can grow here relatively easily. This is a Canary Island date palm, also known as the Phoenix canariensis. These pines stand out in particular, in my opinion, because of their very sharp spines. Okay, they have spines at the base of their palm frond, and those spines can cause some very nasty damage if you get too close to this tree. Now, these trees make a beautiful centerpiece or boundary on properties, as they can get fairly tall. Okay, guys, adding to our segment, we have the coconut palm, otherwise known as the Cocos nucifera. And these types of trees, they have a very wide category. There's over 150 species and spread out over 80 countries. So coconuts are not actually from the Bahamas, not even from this side of the world. They originate from the Pacific, but they have acclimated to life on the Atlantic side of things. And these are very commonplace in yards around the Bahamas for the coconut itself. We make drinks out of the liquid that comes out of the coconut. They're good for hydrating. We also would use the oil that's extracted for treatment of the skin, moisturizers, and scalp and hair as well. Now, I believe it's about 61 million tons of coconuts are processed and consumed in a year. So coconuts are well received all over the world, and we love them especially for our gully wash. That is a mixture of gin, coconut water, and condensed milk. So it's a really good island drink. It's been popularized over the years. It's another one of our mini palms.
I'm glad I got to share this part of my home with you. If you've enjoyed the tour, be sure to click the like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Maybe I'll see you on our shore soon.